or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
It's gorgeous outside, which means it's time to get to Bittersweet Cafe of Farmington. From their incredible daily lunch specials featuring farm-to-table fresh ingredients to their refreshing drinks, frozen treats, smoothies, and iced tea, Bittersweet Cafe has something for everyone. Enjoy this beautiful spot nestled in the Laurel Highland Mountains, just a few miles outside of Ohiopyle on Farmington, Ohiopyle Road. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram.
Nature's Pickins.
This is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
Nature's Pickins.
This is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
Nature's Pickins.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Michelle Higbee from Nature's Pickins, located on 464 Connellsville Street in Uniontown. Phone number at the store is 724-438-4211. That's 724-438-4211. Phone number here at the show is 724-438-4593. If you would like to join me in conversation, that would be fantastic as well. I don't have a guest on today, but I do have a lot to talk about, and that's something that's not unusual for me. If anybody knows me, I can go on and on and on. So, but if you have a question or a comment, don't be shy. Give me a call at 724-438-4593, and I will surely try to answer it for you. So just a little bit about Nature's Pickins first before we get started. We're open Monday through Fridays, 9 to 4, Saturdays, 9 to 3. That's Mondays through Fridays, 9 to 4, Saturday, 9 to 3. We've been open, it's going to be this year, this October, we will be open 46 years. Yes, that's 46 years. There's a lot of businesses that have been open this long as well. But we're very proud of the fact that we've been open 46 years, and we do thank each and every one of you because you're the reason that we've been open this long. So thank you very much. Also, we, carry quite a few different vitamins and herbal supplements and whey proteins and things like that. We do have a grocery side to our store. If you've never been in our store before, it's not not like it used to be. We used to carry a lot more grocery than we do today, but the mass markets have picked up a lot of those foods as well. So we only carry specialized type foods in particular. So just stop in, check it out. We do carry a lot of different things. Check that out. But our vitamin and herbal supplements section is fairly large, and we carry a few really good particular lines like Blue Bonnet, Solar Ray, Cow, Natural Factors, Himalaya, Nature's Way. These are, particular lines of vitamins and herbs that have very high quality to them. So if you're looking for a supplement that you want to get results from, then you should come up to Nature's Pickins and talk to one of either myself or Martha or Kathy and see what is available for your situation. What do we have on sale this month? Well, we have Blue Bonnet has their probiotics on sale. They have a really good pre, pro, and post probiotic. Now, it's not as loaded as Dr. O'Hare's pre, pro, and post, but it is still a good one. It gives you all the main um, bacterias, good bacterias that the gut, needs. They have their women's probiotic is on sale, their prebiotic, and the reason you would take a prebiotic, that is to feed the probiotic. So if you look at how probiotic works, and that's the reason Dr. O'Hare's works so well, because it's a fermented product that produces its own prebiotic, so it produces its own food for the probiotic, which in turn will produce the postbiotics, which do all the really good in the gut and to our immune system. So that's the reason. So you would take a prebiotic. Let's say you're not taking Dr. O'Hare's or you're not taking Blue Bonnet's pre, pro, post. You're just taking a probiotic that maybe has 1, 2, 3, or 4 strains of probiotics in it. Then you would take a prebiotic with it so that you're basically giving the probiotic its food that it needs, so that it, will grow and, turn into postbiotics. So that's why you would take a prebiotic. So their prebiotics are on sale as well. Also, their targeted choice. It's all the large size, the blood sugar defense support, their blood pressure support, their urinary tract support, eye care, and liver care. And I've talked to Randy Miles from Blue Bonnet many times about all of these products, and they're very good formulas put together specifically for those particular situations, targeted situations: blood sugar, blood pressure, urinary, eye care, and liver care. The large sizes are all on sale this month. Solaray, of course, has their collagen bone complete, which is a really good bone formula. It has calcium, magnesium, zinc, boron, vitamin D, vitamin K, and collagen. So it's a really good bone formula. They have their magnesium glycinate, their berberine, which we're going to talk about berberine today a little bit, with and without Oregon grape. Their Zao colostrum gummies. And if you're not real sure what colostrum is, think about a cow that has a baby calf. And the very first milk that the baby calf gets from the mother is colostrum. And that's what helps their immune system, kick in gear, basically. It feeds their bodies to get their immune systems working against all types of, virus, bacteria, whatever they come in contact with. It helps their immune system start to work properly. So a lot of situations, people have gut situations or immune situations, and colostrum can help them. So Zao come out with a colostrum that comes in a gummy source. Gummies are a big thing today. A lot of people take gummies. You have to, I wouldn't take everything in a gummy, because then that would be, a lot of sugar probably, or some type of artificial sweetener, whether it's monk fruit or allulose or stevia. Still you'd be getting a lot of those in it. Solaray also has their yeast cleanse, 90 count, on sale this month. Now, the yeast cleanse is something that has like the biotin and garlic and podiarco, things in it that, people that have a yeast imbalance in their body, the yeast cleanse is usually something they'll use for that situation. Demanos, their Demanos with cranactin is also on sale. That a lot of times the urinary tract by Blue Bonnet has Demanos in, but I know that there are some people that will add the Demanos by Solaray with cranactin to that urinary tract if they have recurring urinary tract infections, or they will add Bluebonnet's S. boulardii, which is a particular strain of bacteria that works to help rid the body of the urinary tract bacteria. So they'll add that to their regimen. Tonkat Ali is an herb that men use. It has clinically been shown to help, possibly help raise testosterone levels. So Tonkat Ali is on sale. And also their mega quercetin, and we've talked about quercetin a lot over the years. A lot of people, including myself, my daughter, use quercetin to help with allergies. It works very, very well. So that's on sale this month also in the supplement side of the store. So stop up, take advantage. I'm sure there's probably something there that I missed. But like I said, if you come up, talk to either myself or Martha or Kathy, and we can lead you in the direction of what's on sale. So today, what I thought, and just real quick, I know a lot of people have asked me about the radio show, and that I'll do one show, and then most times I repeat the show next week. The reason that I do that is because when I don't have a guest on, when I prep for the show, I prep with a lot of information. So a lot of times people say that they don't catch it all. So even though you can go on Facebook and you can listen to the show again, not everybody is on Facebook. So I decided that I would rerun it a second time since there's a lot of information on it. So today's show, I had a lot of customers asking me to discuss, different herbs or different products and what they do on the show today. So that's what I researched for and decided to do. And one of the first thing that I wanted to talk about was saffron. You think of saffron, and I brought down one of the bottles by Frontier of saffron. And saffron, don't know if you can see that or not, but it has a very little packet inside the bottle. And it's actually saffron threads. And if you've ever looked at saffron, and actually Life Extension has a very good picture of it, if you see it, and it's wee little threads of the saffron flower, and they're thread-like, and it's one of the most expensive spices in the world. And they dry these little threads, and they use them to make the spice saffron. A lot of Indian food has saffron in it. They also use it as a food coloring because it has a very vibrant red color to it when they use it, in food coloring. And then they also use it in different types of medicinal type regimens. It can take 75,000 saffron blossoms to produce 1 single pound of the saffron spice. Think about that. 75,000 blossoms to make 1 pound of saffron. That's why it is considered the world's most expensive spice, because it takes up much. And like I said, if you look at the saffron spice by Frontier, it's in a little packet. It's very strong tasting. It doesn't take very much in your recipe. This little bottle here, for example, is $28. It is also organic. That makes a big difference as well. It is non-GMO. It is non-irradiated, meaning that it does not run through an X-ray machine. And like I said, it is organic and it is hand harvested. So they don't use a machine to pull it off. They hand pick it. So that's one of the reasons that, it costs a lot, because of that particular thing. It's been used in traditional medicine for a variety of different conditions for over 2,500 years. Um, Preclinical research has shown saffron contains many different types of natural compounds that, are anti-inflammatory, that help improve your mood, can help improve memory, um, can help protect your cells because of its antioxidant, compounds. There's a lot of studies that are going on with saffron right now that shows that these different natural compounds may help support metabolic um, situations, cardiovascular situations in our body, such as lowering cholesterol, helping regulate blood glucose, helping um, with blood pressure. Uh, so saffron has a lot of those different studies that are going on right at this present time. Actually, there's quite a few different studies. Um, One of the things that saffron is known for is for helping with mood balance. A systemic review of 12 randomized controlled trials evaluating saffron's effect on psychological and behavioral outcomes reported improvements in depression and premenstrual symptoms, as a result of consuming the saffron extract. Lots of research has been shown that it may help support mood by modulating brain pathways involved in mood, inflammation, and nerve protection. Um, that's, one way that saffron may help curb snacking because it also has been shown in some of this research that by taking the saffron extract, it actually was found that it could help reduce snacking, cravings, and also appetite. So, one way that saffron may help to curb that. Oh, sorry, I don't know what happened, but sorry, something just, for whatever reason, came on. But anyways, may help support snacking is by supporting the healthy serotonin levels in the brain. And that is also how it is helping with the mood um, as well. Don't know, it just come on, so I hit pause. One of the other things that it did was shown in the research was better eye health. The macula is a small central part of the retina. Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of vision loss in adults. Damages to the macula and gradually reduces central vision. Marty has this situation. One of her eyes is completely blind um, from macular degeneration, and the other one she's okay with, but yeah. So that's one of the situations, and I probably would have gave her saffron at the very initial diagnosis, which was quite a few years ago, if I would have known. But this is just research that has come out recently with saffron that shows that it can possibly help AMD over time, um, with its different antioxidants. And it says two ways saffron may accomplish this. in several clinical trials is by reducing the inflammation and the oxidative stress, which is two mechanisms involved in AMD, age-related macular degeneration. That's what AMD. So encouraging symptomatic improvement has been demonstrated in these clinical studies using 20 milligrams of oral saffron supplementation a day or a placebo in the particular studies for 3 months showed that there were improvements in best corrected visual acuity, meaning participants experienced improvement in vision even when using corrective lenses. The study also found improved retinal function, further confirming saffron's benefits to vision and the eyes. Another study reported that participants taking 20 milligrams per day had improvements in visual sharpness after 3 months. So this is a different study. They followed it up 14 months later, found that over time it even improved even more. So, you know, in summary, with saffron extract, and like I said, you could use the saffron spice. We also have the extract in a capsule form. And just so you know, I just sold the last 2 bottles before I come down. So we do have it coming in though. But we do sell a lot of saffron for mood. That seems to be one of the big things, that it has shown effects on depressive symptoms, helping people, you know, just, you know, kind of even out more so. So saffron has a variety of properties that have been studied for many different health promoting effects associated with the effects of mood, impulse control, that would be like snacking, appetite regulation, which may help reduce between meal snacking, stress eating, and even late night cravings. Saffron's been shown to associated with improvements in retinal function. It promotes better visual function in individuals with age-related macular degeneration. So, you know, current evidence suggests that saffron may help support both mood and long-term vision. Lots of studies, 22 different studies here in front of me showing how saffron has shown all of these different benefits to it. So if you're looking, if you're having, you know, a lot of people will do different things for mood. Maybe kava kava, maybe GABA, which is an amino acid that helps regulate the neurotransmitters in the brain. And you know, they get good results, but you know, they're not getting exactly what they're looking for. Saffron sometimes can be exactly what that person is looking for. Can saffron be used with, you know, ADHD, situations like that? From what the research that I have read on saffron, yes, it absolutely can. So, you know, could be one of those that you want to use if you're having those problems, anxiety problems. Saffron might be the answer to your situation. Okay, so the other thing is berberine, and I said that we were going to, you know, it's on sale this month. Berberine is one of those TikTok things that has come out when all the GLP-1s drugs come out. Berberine was the one that came out on TikTok, calling it nature's Ozempic. I don't know if there's a lot of research out there on that or not in particular. I do know that it is known as the metabolic switch That's what they call it because it activates an enzyme in your body called AMP, activated protein kinase. This enzyme plays a critical role in regulating energy, insulin sensitivity, and metabolism. So you can understand how the association happens with, the TikTok fame that berberine has um, come to have. I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know much about it. Um, I just know that it's one of the big things, when all the Ozempics and all the GLP ones come out. It's an alkaloid found in the roots, leaves, and stems of barks of plants, including the Oregon grape, the European barberry, golden seal, golden thread, philodendron, and tree turmeric. Berberine is bitter tasting and yellow in color. Um, both Native American and Chinese traditional medicines use berberine for a variety of illnesses, including eye conditions, diarrhea, jaundice, acne, digestive conditions, inflammatory disorders, and recently useful in helping to regulate blood sugar, lowering cholesterol, and reducing inflammation also, according to Medline Plus. There's a lot of different uses, for berberine. And like I said, the big TikTok social media thing, is what really got berberine in the forefront being, talked about. What are the key benefits of berberine? Well, blood sugar control is one of them. In 2015, there was a study that found berberine can help to regulate blood sugar levels and lipid metabolism. That was in the Journal of Science, China Life Sciences. So, the researcher found it increases the receptibility of insulin cells, helping them work more effectively. And that's one of the things that happens is our cells become insulin resistant, and a lot of people have that issue when it comes to not only regulating their blood sugar levels, but also with weight loss. So berberine has been shown in this particular research and other research that I've read as well, that it helps with the receptivity of insulin cells, helping them to work more effectively in your body. Cholesterol management research has shown that it may lower the bad LDL cholesterol and triglycerides, also can potentially raise the good HDL cholesterol. So that's the benefit that they're finding in the cardiovascular research that they're doing with berberine as well. And there is research that's being done. I know that a lot of times people will ask, about how much, where's this research? Well, it's all over the world. So I always tell somebody, if you're going to research something, do international research as well, because there's countries like China and Japan and Sweden and Switzerland and Germany and, even England and, Australia. I mean, countries all over the world are doing research on different things, not just medicines, but on herbs as well, on vitamins as well. So you do international research and, read that also. Now, don't take one particular thing as gospel. You want to look at many different studies when it comes to your research to see if they all correlate, together, telling you, yes, this helps with blood sugar. This is why it helps with blood sugar. This helps with blood cholesterol. This is why it helps with blood cholesterol. So you bring all these studies in together to get that the result. PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome. A lot of women today have this hormonal condition, and it causes them a lot of pain. It can keep them from getting pregnant. It's a lot of different issues happen with taking with PCOS for women. So this can help lower the testosterone levels, manage weight, and reduce insulin resistance in women. Also with gut health, it can help with gut health as well, helping with the microbiome by reducing harmful bacteria. Sorry, somebody's blowing up my phone. Anyways, due to its antimicrobial properties, it may help balance the microbiome by reducing harmful bacteria. Now, be sure to separate your probiotic from your berberine when you take it. So when it comes to the weight loss, if you look at the different researches that are out there, they're recommending 500 milligrams of berberine 3 times a day, so 1,500 milligrams is what they're recommending. So if you follow that protocol, I'd say 500 milligrams every 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours, apparently. But, if you take a probiotic, just make sure you separate it probably by 2 to 3 hours of the berberine, because it has antimicrobial properties to it. I would not recommend taking your probiotic with the berberine. Let me see if there's anything else. For the cholesterol, Livestrong reports that the recommended daily dosage for blood sugar management is 500 milligrams before and after each meal. That's the 1,500 milligrams. If you're using it to lower cholesterol, Livestrong is saying 1,000 milligrams per day to lower cholesterol. And for inflammation, in general inflammation, I'm assuming is 300 milligrams a day. Also, most generally I find that berberine is in 500 milligram doses. It also, Solaray has one that is berberine. This one's from Indian barberry. And then they also have one that is from Oregon grape. And if you remember at the very beginning, I said that the alkaloid is found in different things like the Oregon grape, the barberry, the golden seal, golden thread, philodendron, and in the tree turmeric, which is a little different. So this one is from the Indian barberry, and then also at the store we have the one with the Oregon grape as well. Okay, so one of the other things that I wanted to talk about real quick was mushrooms. And I know we've talked about mushrooms many times in the past. I've had a few customers that's come into the store recently that's been diagnosed, unfortunately, with cancer, but their doctors have sent them in to get turkey tail. And turkey tail is, it's a fan-like layered mushroom. And if you see it on a tree, you'll see it's like different layers. And it's called turkey tail because it resembles the tail feathers of a turkey, how they're like layered. Okay, so if you look up turkey tail or Corealis, Coryllius, however you want to pronounce it. You'll see they'll show a picture of the tree and they'll show how it's like fanned on the tree. Turkey tail is one of the most valuable mushrooms that there is out there. It is considered the superpower of immune system supplements. It is also claims to have more research than any other immune system out there are mushrooms. Over 600 published studies verify profound immune benefits on the turkey tail mushroom. It has one of the highest supporting properties of beta-glucans extracted from the cell walls of the turkey tail in quite a few different human clinical studies. It's packed with beta-glucans that help to regulate the immune system. It's also good for gut health. The Japanese and Chinese medicine use the extracts from the turkey tail mushroom right alongside chemotherapy. The drug that was first isolated in Japan in the 1960s was called Crestin. It's PSK. It's used in routine clinical practice in Japan since 1977 and in China since 1987. Used for cancer patients, high cholesterol, other chronic type diseases. There's just a tremendous amount of research on the turkey tail mushroom for the immune system and how it works. So if you're dealing with any of these types of situations, you can talk to your doctor about using it right along with, your protocol, and I'm sure that you'll be able to do that. I have quite a few customers that do, and like I said, their doctors are the ones that actually sent them in after the turkey tail mushroom. The other one is lion's mane. I want to talk about real quick because it's a shaggy-like mushroom that resembles a lion's mane. And if you look it up as well, it's got very long icicle-like spikes that come out of it. It's very pretty, but it looks almost like worms. I want to say like white worms. It's cooked in a lot of different recipes. Lion's mane is one of the most popular mushrooms today. Lots of research on lion's mane with, the brain. It's been shown to possibly help against dementia by stimulating the growth of brain cells and preventing neuronal damage, potentially improving cognitive function and memory. The research on lion's mane is tremendous on the neuro side of it. It could help relieve mild symptoms of depression and anxiety. And it's due to its anti-inflammatory effects and its ability to regenerate brain cells, particularly in the hippocampus region of the brain that's responsible for emotional responses. Lion's mane, in lots of the research that you read on lion's mane, it is on helping to protect against dementia. I know that that's one of the diseases. It's very tough. It's a very hard, difficult disease. A 2020 study of people with mild Alzheimer's found that supplementation with 1 gram of lion's mane daily for 49 weeks significantly improved their cognitive scores compared to the placebo. Um, the ability of lion's mane mushroom to promote nerve growth and protect the brain from Alzheimer's damage or dementia um, would explain in this study, explain some of the benefits of the beneficial effects on the brain. Like I said, it can help relieve mild symptoms of depression and anxiety. It too can be used with ADD and ADHD. A 2010 study of menopausal females found that eating cookies containing lion's mane mushroom daily for a month helped reduce the self-reported feelings of irritation and anxiety. And anyone that's been through perimenopause, menopause, even postmenopause, that would be a tremendous benefit. And I know a lot of husbands are out there going, yes. So there's a study right there that shows that it can help with the stress, the anxiety, the irritability of even something like menopause, postmenopausal. Speedy recovery from nerve symptom injuries. I've got a few people that have got nerve-related injuries that are using lion's mane once again at the recommendation of their doctors to help with the healing of the nerves. So, it's called a, sorry, just left me. But it's good for the nerves, let's put it that way. Protects against ulcers in the digestive tract. That's one of the things for its anti-inflammatory effect. In some of the studies, they found that giving lion's mane to people that were having inflammatory bowel disease, like Crohn's or ulcerative colitis, that it helped tremendously. 2016 study, people with ulcerative colitis found that taking the mushroom containing lion's mane significantly reduced symptoms, improved quality for them after just 3 weeks of taking lion's mane. So that may be something that you want to take a look at. It also, there's cancer research out there on lion's mane as well. All of the mushrooms have that type of research that's out there. There's a ton of research. I brought down today BioOptimizer's mushroom breakthrough that has the lion's mane in it. It also has the reishi mushroom. It also has the cordyceps mushroom. So it's giving you, and the chaga, so it's giving you a variety of different mushrooms to help with the immune system and energy and so forth. So, and it tastes really good. Like this one, for example, is chocolate. They also have a salted caramel flavored one. We saw a lot of the BioOptimizers mushroom breakthrough. It's a really good form. Okay, so I was going to talk about cherries today, but it doesn't look like I'm going to have the time, so we'll get that, next week. But stop up to the store, check out the different things like that I talked about, just today, the berberine, the saffron. If you're having different problems like mood-related problems, anxiety, stress, the lion's mane is great for that. The saffron extract is really good for that. If you're dealing with ADD or ADHD, either one of those is good for that also. Different immune system problems, if you look up the mushrooms, like I said, the lion's mane, the turkey tail, the reishi, the shiitake. All of these mushrooms have fantastic immune system properties to it. So, research it, read about it, then come up and check out the Mushroom Breakthrough by Biooptimizers. Now, it does not have the turkey tail in it. Turkey tail is definitely one of those. They kind of keep it separate because it has its own great benefit. Like I said, it's called the super mushroom for a reason. That's why most generally you don't find it in combinationals too often. But the lion's mane you do, the chaga, the cordyceps. Cordyceps is what the Olympians use to help with stamina and endurance and energy. So that's in the mushroom breakthrough as well. And then you're going to get that fantastic immune system benefit also. Then check out the berberine. And then, like I said, I was going to talk about the cherry. We'll talk about it next week. But berberine, if you're looking for those appetite suppressant benefits, blood sugar benefits, berberine, with or without the Oregon grape, you can definitely use that as well. Okay, so until next week, stop up, check us out, 724-438-4211, 464 Connellsville Street in Uniontown, Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, Saturdays, 9 to 3. And now we're going to baseball. All right, enjoy.
The Pittsburgh Pirates pregame show on WMBS is brought to you by Goodwin Como Attorneys at Law. When you need award-winning local attorneys, look no further than Goodwin Como. Righting wrongs, securing justice.
It's now time for Pittsburgh Pirates baseball on your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WM.